Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic, and I read and feel into the energy of the cards. So welcome. You are at Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Same name as my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. All right, what else to tell you? If you've never been here before, it's a lot of fun. If you can show up live, definitely try and participate in the chat. We've got wonderful moderators. Everybody's here. I'm going to say hi. Let me see. Hi, Ken. Nice to see you here as always. All right, so just to let everybody know, I'm going to try and give away some memberships tonight. I was looking for the page, that's why I was a little late. I did not realize that I'm a little late just because I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's something very new to me, and I have some that I can give away. So if I can figure it out, I will do that tonight at the end of the show. All right, what else to tell you? So you can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you can learn a little more about me. You can sign up for the free newsletter, book a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation. You can also check out my learning center. That's where my 5-week accelerated manifestation masterclass is. The next one's coming out August 5th. Look for that. Early bird pricing is right now. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go ahead and sign up. You can read more about it there. If you still have questions, then email me. I also have my online tarot masterclass that's going to be coming out the end of July, beginning of August. I'm recording it now. Normally I teach it live in March and in October, but we're all in different time zones, and I have a global audience that I've been asked to go ahead and upload that so that people could watch it in their own time. So that is coming, so look for that. I also do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration if that's something you need help with. All right, and I also have a section on there called Alison's Picks. Those are my affiliate links. Definitely go ahead and check that out. And if you don't know, I am on YouTube, Rumble, and I do upload to TikTok, but I'm mostly on YouTube. That's where my audience is. I do Zodiac readings. I used to do love readings, money, and career, but really everybody wants the Zodiac, so I'm focused on that right now. There was a demand, but not a big demand. Everybody wants the Zodiac, so I've kind of been sticking with that. I also go live 3 days a week on Tuesdays, which is where you're at right now, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also go live on Thursdays in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then again on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. So what else to tell you? I do the occasional interview, so look for that. And I do have a couple that are going to be lined up. So I am going to have a few more interviews that are coming out. Mum's the word until I get confirmation on dates and times. So that is coming. Also, I have a membership, like I was saying before, on my YouTube channel. So if you're interested in becoming part of this community, which is awesome, definitely go ahead and sign up. There's 4 different tiers, and it's also a great way for you to go ahead and support the channel. So it's really a lot of fun, and you'll see it tonight if this is your first time here, and you can be in the chat. So all of those Zodiac readings are good for all placements, your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. And if you are enjoying tonight's show, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you, especially after the video post. That would be wonderful if you could do that. And of course, let me know where you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to travel. I just got back from New Zealand and Australia. And next up is going to be Canada on the eastern side. I'm also going to be hitting Niagara Falls, but on the Canadian side, Nova Scotia. And then I will be doing a second trip to Scotland and to Scandinavia. I'm really looking forward to that. So if you are in those areas and you'd like a personal reading with me in person, then definitely sign up for the newsletter, because you will be the first to know, because space will be very, very limited, as you know. So that is coming out. And at the end of tonight's show, I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective. So definitely stick around for that. It's for people watching live in the replay. And whenever this video happens to find you, that's when that reading is meant for you. And just a special thank you to all my subscribers and the moderators. I definitely would not be here without you. And I really appreciate all your love and support. It really means a lot to me. So thank you very much. All right, here we go. So I've got 2 guidelines for tonight's show, and they are 1 question per show, and that is because I love your support. I would love to have everybody ask a bazillion questions, but it's only fair to have 1 question per show per person. That way everybody gets the opportunity to go ahead and submit a question. Otherwise, it becomes one person's personal reading that's public. So that's why there's one question per show. And then the other one is no bad language or topics. We have to keep it family friendly for YouTube. It is a censorship environment and we just have to respect it. I love YouTube, but they are all about censorship. Same with Facebook. I love Facebook too, but it's all about censorship. So we just have to keep it family friendly. So you can submit your questions before, during, and after the show. Then if it's after, I go ahead and I carry it over to the next one. But people submit their questions before the show through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and live, PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. Just note, SuperChat is a little more expensive because YouTube takes 40%. So please keep that in mind. So you will see me working off of a list of questions that were pre-submitted. So you can submit. All of the addresses are going to be in the description if you're watching from home. If you're in the chat, again, the description for the addresses are in the video description, but the moderators can also help you. All right, so what else to tell you? So I have to read a disclaimer before we get started. And the disclaimer is, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist and I do not give financial or medical advice. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first one is from Linda, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? P.S. Love your Pisces video. Thank you, Linda." Okay, Linda, thank you. And I know Jesse is also a Pisces. I don't know if he's here tonight. Hi, Ava. Nice to see you. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Kathleen. Yes, from Australia. I love it. Brisbane, I was there. And then I went over to Byron Bay. Yep, loved it. Oh, good. I'm glad the sound is good again. That's always helpful. Oh, that was brutal when it didn't work that time. All right. Hi, Henry. Nice to see you. Hi, Ava. I see your question. I'm going to answer yours right after I answer Linda's. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the thumbs up now. And I love it. You got a membership too because it's random. I have no control over where the memberships goes because otherwise I would have given all the moderators a free membership in addition to other people, but I have no control. It's just a random thing from YouTube. So I'm glad you got one. I think that's really cool. Oh my God, it was so funny. And then all of a sudden, all your messages that all your comments that you've ever posted came up again for me to make comments on again from previous videos because you remember. So I thought that was interesting. All right. So I'm going to do Linda and then I'll come back over to you, Ava. Okay, so this is for Linda. What does the universe want to tell Linda today? All right. Ah, my thumb. All right. Here we go. This is for Linda. We have the Strength card. We have the King of Cups and the Hanged Man. We have the Strength card, the King of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay, Linda. The universe wants to remind you how strong and courageous you are, how resilient you are, how it doesn't matter what comes your way. You're able to withstand anything that the universe has to throw at you. Doesn't matter how intense it is, you seem to always come out on top and you can always overcome anything that's coming your way. This is also you taming that inner beast. This is you taming any type of self-doubt. You're able to get that reined in and not let that sabotage anything that you're working towards. We also have the King of Cups. This is telling me that the universe is telling me basically that you have explored your emotions to such a deep level that it allows you to stay in this position of neutrality. That allows you to stay in a very high vibing, positive, deep spiritual connection to the world and to source. So I feel that you are really tapped in right now. And with that strength and courage, I feel like you're unstoppable is kind of the energy that's coming through. And then we have the Hanged Man. It's called Suspension in this deck. This is about you taking a time out and going within. I feel like you've already been going within with this King of Cups type energy, but now you're really going within and you're looking at things differently. I think you're gaining even more depth to your knowledge and understanding of yourself and your place in this world. I think that you are figuring out what your life path is, where you want to go, who you want to do it with. And I think that you're making some big changes because we've got two major arcanas here. This is you really doing a lot of inner work, right? You've got your strength and courage right here, your resiliency in life. And then here you're going within for answers, looking at things in a different perspective. You are literally taking a time out for yourself. But you're going into it for a time of deepening. And this king, he's all about depth. That's why he's going below the surface. He dives deep. And that's something that you're doing right now. And that is how you are coming out on top. That's how you're gaining this really deep connection, I think, that you have to the world and your place in it, and your connection to source. I'm getting shown that it's just like this big connection. You're pushed out and up. So, wow, Linda, whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because it's just making you deeper and deeper and stronger. Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much for your question. All right, Ava, let me come over here now. All right. Hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me? Looking forward to watching the Cancer reading tonight. Thank you. Oh, that Cancer one. Just wait, Ava. This is different. The Wheel of Fortune came up twice and it clarified it. The Wheel of Fortune clarified the Wheel of Fortune. Spoiler alert, but oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Oh my God. Really? Okay. So here we go. What does the universe want to tell Ava? We have Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords and the Emperor. So this is about you following your heart. This is about you, just like Linda also, this is about you really getting in touch with your emotions, going deep. Now that King is going outward, you are coming inward. So this is about you, again, looking at self-love, coming in and trusting your intuition, letting that guide you. And I know you're a Cancer, so this is similar to that Chariot type energy where you are really trusting your intuition and letting it guide you. Again, another water card. So this is about you really looking below the surface of things and gaining a deeper knowledge, but this is you looking within in yourself. And it's you trusting yourself, going within for a while, and it's always related to that self-love and self-care. We have the Five of Swords. This tells me that you're going to have some obstacles coming up, but it's nothing you can't handle, because you're able to feel into it with your intuition. You know when they're coming, you know when it's too big to take on, and you know when to step aside in that case. You know how to choose your battles right now, but because you're giving yourself that self-love, that self-care, and you're trusting your intuition. But you definitely have some obstacles coming in. And then with this Emperor energy, this is telling me that it's about you being a boss, stepping into a excellent role and position of you taking charge of your life and empowering yourself. This is you seeing very clearly your place in the environment that you're at and the direction you want to take your life in. This is you looking towards the future, taking charge, taking the necessary steps to make things happen for yourself. We're talking about different relationships, whether it's going to be friendships or romantic relationships. This is going to be your career, retirement. This is also going to be your finances, your health. This is going to be housing, location, relocation, travel. It's everything in the 3D. You are taking complete charge of it. And I think that you're also getting a lot of clarity, because this tells me that you're able to see things for what they are. Nothing is getting by you right now. You have a lot of clarity. So that's what the universe wants to tell you, but you do have an obstacle. So it's about really seeing that. But again, it's nothing you can't handle. Look at this. It's nothing you can't handle. You can push right through it. You just have to see it for what it is. All right, Ava, thank you so much for your question. You'll have to let us know. I love it. Let me see, everybody. Right. Hey, Jessie is here. Hi, Jessie. All right, we've got a lot of people here. Hi, Kathleen. Nice to see you. Hi, Nicola. All right, got a lot going on. Okay, so we have, let's see, what do we have? We have, the next one is going to be from Velma. And Velma's another person that always submits on Tarot Tuesday. I know she was missing in action for a while, but I mean, from the very beginning, she was another person that was always submitting. So Velma says, hi, Alison, been losing days, sorry. Has BI, these are initials or nickname for someone, initials. So has BI level of integrity / mission been compromised? Can be 100% trusted, followed, etc. Just want to make sure level of primordial purity still holds. Love you. Thank you, Velma. Okay, I have to read that again. So let me put the cards right here. Okay, so it says, been losing days, sorry, has BI level of integrity or mission been compromised? So has BI's, he or she, because I don't know, be 100% trusted? Just want to make sure. Still holds true. Okay. Okay. Level of integrity mission been compromised. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, Velma, that's a very difficult wording. If you're watching this live or in the replay, make it a little clearer for me so I can give you a clearer, more direct answer, because this is really convoluted. Okay, level of integrity. Okay. So we've got 5 of Wands, we've got the Page of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, so we have 5 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the King of Swords. So have they been compromised? Well, there's definitely a lot of drama going around. I do feel that when this is coming into play, yeah, they can be compromised. There can be a lot of strife going on, a lot of anger, a lot of drama, a lot of jealousy with this card. As far as this goes, this tells me that they can also be running through a lot of darkness, a lot of dark times. Have they been compromised? Maybe, maybe not. I think that, this is about really looking through the world with rose-colored glasses on, as there's a lot of darkness around. So I kind of think that they haven't been compromised, but they're definitely in a very dark environment, and they could easily go over. You know what I mean? They could easily be compromised. They could easily have their integrity jeopardized. This is telling me that I think they still have their, you're calling it primordial purity, and that is because this is the King of Truth. So that's why it's kind of telling me that I think that they're still okay. Now, this king can be cynical. He can have been burned a few times, but I still think that he has a lot of integrity. So I hope that answers your question. But again, next time you submit a question, if you can make it a little clearer, that would make it easier for me to give you a clearer, more detailed response. So I would say that they have not been compromised, but they are on the verge. There's definitely a lot of chaos around them right now. So, it's going on all around them, but they're still trying to keep that purity, but they could easily go over. Wow. Okay, well, Velma, I hope that helps answer your question. Okay, so the next one is going to be from Dawn, and this is a good opportunity to tell anybody that wants to submit a question, be as clear as you can. That way I can answer your question for you. I need to understand it. I'd like to understand it for me to answer it. It can be vague, but it needs to be like a direct question, like you hear me say in my videos, what does the universe want to tell me today? And like what Ava just said, or will I find love this year? Or, what's my washing machine doing? Whatever it is, just say something so I can just go ahead and go right into it. Because I feel like I'm having to spend time figuring out what exactly it is that you want. And I want to help you. I want to answer the question. All right, so the next one is going to be from, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to check. I just saw that come up. Is that from Kathleen? So I'm going to check in just a second. I'll check PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe in just a second. And if it's a super chat, it would show up automatically. So give me 1 second. I'm going to answer this next question, and then I'll go over there and check. So this next one is from Dawn, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. I'm having a hard time meeting someone special. Will I find love soon? Thanks, Dawn. P.S. Love your cancer videos." Cancer's a hit. Cancer has been on fire. It really has. All right. So will Dawn find love soon? I'm actually going to switch decks for you for that. Okay. All right, here we go. For the Everyday Witch. Will Dawn find love soon? We've got the Seven of Swords. We've got the Hierophant and the Sun card. Yes, you will. We've got the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Sun card. So this is really telling me that you're just being strategic about it. I feel that you've run away from some situations. This can be the getaway card. So I feel like you've run from some situations that were actually really good candidates for love, that you ran away, that maybe you weren't ready, or maybe there was something there that startled you. Sometimes people are startled when they get what they want and they think it's too good to be true, because sometimes it is too good to be true. But I feel like you ran away from love. I think that it definitely presented itself to you. I also think that this is a learning curve for you right now. I feel that maybe you came out of a relationship and it wasn't the best, and so now you're learning what love is for what it is that you want in your life right now, and you're kind of retraining yourself as to what love is. I think you're doing a lot of research. I think that you're figuring out what you want, what you don't want. And I feel like you were attracting it. But I do feel that you did get a couple of people that were good candidates and you ran away from it. So that tells me that at times you have the fear of commitment, yet you want to commit, because this card is all about commitment. So it's kind of like a push, pull back and forth. However, that being said, at the end of the day, we have the Sun. This tells me that you finally come around to trusting the people that are going to be presented to you, and you will find love. This is the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. This tells me that you're going to have success. You're going to have this assurance. You're going to find someone that will be the apple of your eye kind of thing, that they're going to light you up. You can't help but smile at them and feel uplifted when you see them, because this card is showing itself. And it's vice versa. They're going to feel the same about you, and you're going to have a great time together. That's what's being shown to me. But right now, you definitely, it was almost like a false start and you backed up. It's that kind of energy. So will you find love? Yes, you absolutely will. And it will be soon. But you're definitely getting it straight in your heads. What I would do, if you haven't done this already, I would write down, I got to turn my fan on. Sorry, it's so hot in here. I would write down what you bring to a relationship so that you know your worth and value, and you know that you're deserving. And then I would write down what you're looking for in a potential partner. And these are not hard and fast rules, and it's not, it's not written in stone, but it gives you an idea, especially when you're scripting, so you know your worth and value, and you know what you're looking for in a mate, and it's kind of balanced out, right? And so like when you see like deal breakers, like maybe you don't want someone that does drugs, right? Because you don't do drugs, and some people do. They like to smoke pot. So whatever it is for you, but maybe that's a deal breaker for you. When then you meet someone and they get high all the time, that's probably not a good person for you, right? If that's what you don't want to be around. So it's about looking at that big picture and can say, yeah, they're such a fantastic person, but they get high all the time. Well, then they can be a friend, maybe, or maybe not, and you just wait for the next person to present, because I feel like you're going to have a lot of choices coming your way with that Sun card. So I would write everything down, and then that would help. All right. Thank you, Dawn, for your question. All right, I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's see. Oh, I'm not sure if, okay. All right, let me go ahead and take a look then. I'm trying to read the chat. All right, so let me go ahead and go over here. So I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. So if you just give me a second. All right, so let me come in here and there we go. Okay, so we've got to do the motorcycle thing. Okay. All right. Do the other one. Okay. Makes you jump through a lot of hoops for security. I'm glad it's secure. You know, we want something that's secure. All right, so we have a couple of questions that have come in. All right, so let me go ahead and Sherry is first. Hi, Sherry. I'm not sure if you're in the chat because I can't see. All right, so this is from Sherry, and she writes, hello, Alison. Love the Sagittarius reading today. Good. Oh, hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. Good. I'm glad you did. I thought of you when I did it. Let's see. Where is it? My question for today is, can the universe tell me if my soulmate and I are meant to meet in person instead of on a dating website? Always love watching your live chats when I can. Thank you. Love you, Alison. Have a great afternoon. Thank you. You too. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so the question is, can the universe tell me if my soulmate and I are meant to meet in person instead of on a dating website? Okay, let's find out. In person or on a dating website? We have the Ace of Swords. That's a yes. Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. So can the universe tell me if my soulmate and I are meant to meet in person instead of on a dating site? Yes. In person, yes. So when you ask a yes or no question and you get an ace, that's an automatic yes. And this is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Truth, the Ace of Clarity. So yes, you're going to be meeting in person. I think that this is both of you alone. You're both independent. You're both out there in the world trying to figure everything out, living a nice lifestyle, but you are alone, both of you right now. This is telling me that you're going to meet in a structured type environment. So you might actually meet if you take a class together, if you're in a meetup group together, you're going to meet in a structured type environment. So by structure, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be rigid in the sense of, you know, maybe you're not going to go to like a university. That is highly structured when you have your classes set up, but it's going to be like, you know, it's structured in the sense of somebody has organized it. So a meetup group, a party, it could be a government function, a work party. It's something where there was some type of an organization and structure to it, like you know where it's going. Like let's say it was a baby shower and the men and women are showing up. It could be something as simple as that. It's that kind of organization. So it's going to be a gathering where you're going to be meeting that person. I do feel that it's something where I just feel like it's in the company of other people with this card. I just feel like it, and maybe even they're an instructor or they're the one that's delivering a message or important information to a group. But you are definitely going to be meeting them in a group of other people in the flesh. So not on a dating site. Very interesting. And I think you're going to have a good time. You know, it's a positive energy, Sherry. So, wow, thank you. Congratulations. I hope that happens. I can't wait to hear about that. I really can't. Thank you. All right, let me go to the next question. And this is going to be from Kathleen. Okay. And Kathleen writes, okay, wait. All right, no question is on here, Kathleen. Yeah, being on those websites, it's a pain in the ass and people can just fake it. That is the worst thing. I just had this happen to a friend of mine. she's friends with someone that's actually really famous, and somebody was impersonating him, and she's known him for years, and she had no idea that this was not him. This person had the same dialect, had the same expressions, used the same verbiage. They used his photos to pretend to be him, and they made video. I mean, it was all AI generated, and she got faked out, and she introduced me to him, and then I thought it was him, but I didn't know him previously, but I thought it was him. And then he did something weird and it didn't add up. And then we realized it was AI. I even pulled cards on him and the devil card came up. Oh my God, to show that it's fake, right? So I just would not trust it in this day and age with what technology has done. And I do like AI. I'm not an anti-AI person, but I don't want to see anyone get cheated or faked out, especially in love. That really should be authentic if you can find it. All right, that being said, let me get over to Kathleen's question. Okay, so maybe at the convention in August. I hope so. That would be great. And I'm really far south of you too. All right, so Kathleen, let's find your question. Alison, okay, from Kathleen, here we go. How long will my grandparent alienation last? When will I be able to see my granddaughter again? Oops, hold on. I didn't do anything but have a son who has emotional outbursts. Okay. All right, so let's see. When will you, wait, what's it? How long will my grandparent alienation last? Okay. When will I be able to see my granddaughter? Okay. Let's find out. I'm going to use this deck for that. So time is hard in the tarot. So I'm just going to see, when will you be able to see your granddaughter again? Page of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Devil card. So we've got Page of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Devil card. So there's definitely going to have to be a lot of things happening before you're going to be able to see him, or her, I mean, the granddaughter. So this is telling me that this is that separation and the alienation. I don't see it ending anytime soon. This is really telling me that the separation is real. This is someone that's going to be walking in a different direction, that is taking everything with them. The Judgment card is here saying that it's about having a lot of revelations about what's going on. Revelations as in, things that I would say are, you're having revelations, but I think he is too. I think that he is coming to terms with whether or not he wants you in his life right now, and something that he is going through. I think that this is also a moment for you to have revelations about what's going on. How is the granddaughter through all this? How are you? When will you be able to see him? I think that it's about... I just get this feeling like it's like you need to hold on loosely, right? You don't completely cut that cord, but it's just holding on loose. There's something he's going through. The devil energy is here, which is telling me he's got his own inner demons. And when you said emotional outburst, whatever it is, this is something that's definitely complicating it. So I don't know if he's having like hormonal issues, if it's sugar, because sugar can trigger that. Sugar can be really drastic, believe it or not. But there's something going on with him, with this energy, as far as the devil goes. I feel like, I don't know if he's under a lot of pressure, if he's making some bad decisions. It could be that, I don't know if the mom in the relationship has some issues, and that's coming into play between him and her. And then that means that you are a secondary person because they're the primary parents, and then you're the grandparent. and if there's some type of tension between them, because he's definitely got a lot of distractions going on and a lot of things getting in the way. It's almost like there's some type of an addiction there that is causing him to not see things clearly and to go in a different way. But this is about you having a lot of revelations, and he is too. So I know this reading is for you, but I'm getting that he's having his own revelations. It's like there's a split on the card. And so I do feel that it's not going to happen anytime soon for you to see your granddaughter. I just don't see it in the cards right now. And I hate to say that, but I have to be honest with what I see. I do feel that you need to kind of keep a door open. And then eventually he will come around, because I feel like he's in over his head on something, and I don't know exactly what it is. It could actually be some type of an addiction, but there's something where he's in over his head and he's going to lash out at you. And that's something that you need to come to terms with, and that he needs to come to terms with, if he can see it right now. But he is having some revelations. But this is that point of separation, and it's not coming back anytime soon. Oh, Kathleen, I'm so sorry. Let me see. Just looking for a response in the chat. So Kathleen, yeah, let's see what happens, All right, so here we go. All right, so let me go back and see if anybody else has submitted a question anytime. So you can submit your questions on PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe, or SuperChat. The choice is yours. Just know that SuperChat is a little more expensive just because YouTube takes 40%. That's all it is. Otherwise, it would all be the same. Okay, so let me just move over here. Okay. All right, so the next one is from Sydney, from California. Hello, I'm a Californian also, but living in Florida now. Hi, Alison. I love your lives. Thank you. You guys know flattery gets you everywhere. This is my first time asking a question. Well, welcome. Thank you. I'm currently unemployed and looking for work because of the LA fires. Do you see me finding a job soon? Thanks, Sydney from California. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah, those fires put a lot of people out of work, especially in the real estate industry. I have a lot of clients that are over there, and they've just all of a sudden they had a great job and then they went to zero. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is going on. Okay. Will you be finding a job soon? We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Empress. And the Six of Pentacles, absolutely. It's definitely going to be coming in for you. We've got the Two of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Six of Pentacles. So this is right here, you having balance. This is you being able to take on anything that's coming your way with that infinity sign. So you're able to balance anything that's coming your way right now. This is going to be work, play. This is unemployment with finding employment. It's all coming to a head. You're just walking, you're staying grounded, stable, secure. You're just doing everything that it is that you need to do. And it's going to pay off because we have the Empress. This is you being open to receive something right now. It's definitely coming in for you, the new job. And it's going to be a good job because it's the Empress that's coming in for you. That tells me it's either going to be in the field that you're looking in, or it's going to be something completely different. But at the end of the day, it's still a really good job. It could be something that's so different that it's going to end up being recession proof, or not saying we're going in a recession, but it's one of those jobs where it's like, it's even better than you thought it was going to be, but it maybe didn't look that way on the surface, but you have a beautiful job coming in for you. And then the Six of Pentacles, this is about you being open to receive it. So this is telling me that it's going to bring you back into balance. So I think it's going to bring in some job security, and it's going to give you some breathing space. I just feel a lot of good things are coming in with that. I think that you've been waiting and waiting, and it's not that you're holding out for a certain type of job, but I think that you're looking in the right areas, and now it's coming into fruition. And I think you're really going to get a good job with the Empress energy. It's just like it's ripe. It's waiting for you to just come and take it. You know, it's this huge opportunity. So Sydney, that's what I see for you. And as far as time goes, the Empress is it's a major arcana, so it's more of a big sweeping energy, whereas the other two are the day-to-day. So that 2 and that 6 of Pentacles are your day-to-day routines, which is where you're balancing that. And that 6 is you being open to receive, which tells me it's coming very soon. And it's a great job with that Empress being a major arcana. It's going to be a long-term job. It's not something short-term that you take in the immediate to then get the job you want. I think that this is the job you want that's coming. So thank you. And I hope that works out for you. I can't wait to hear more about it. I know like I said, I have a lot of clients that are in the Southern California area, and the fires have just decimated the job market there. And the insurance companies not giving insurance, all kinds of stuff. All right, thank you for your question. You guys know California, everyone likes to rip on it, but you have to remember, California is where everybody wanted to be before it fell. And it's a beautiful, beautiful state. I know I really want to go home. I'm currently living in Florida. California was and is a beautiful state, just needs to be turned around. It's got a long way to go, but we have hope and faith. All right, next question is from Millie, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Love, love, love your lives." Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What does my dog think of me? Thanks, Millie. Okay, I love these questions. Okay, what does your dog think of you? Let's find out. This has cats all over it. Let me get a different deck. I'll get one that's got some dogs on it. Okay. All right. What does your dog think of you? 5 of Pentacles. We have the 2 of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay, so we've got 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, and the King of Wands. So your dog thinks that you are everything, that your dog, if your dog doesn't have anything, he panics. You are the automatic treat dispenser. That is your dog. If there's something he doesn't have, he knows if he flips out, panics, barks, does whatever he needs to do, like maybe, you know, goes and he pulls on your pant leg kind of energy, he knows you're going to give him everything that he wants. So your dog knows how to manipulate you, how to play you in a good way. He's not malicious at all. He's such a sweetheart. But he does know how to play you as a human. And so this is how he sees you. He sees you as his mirror image. He sees you as the light of his life. He sees you as you being everything in his world. That's going to be playmate. You feed him, you love him, you bathe him, you walk him, you leave him alone, and then you come back kind of energy. And so it's just really beautiful. He just absolutely adores you and loves you, loves you, loves you. Then we have this King of Wands energy and how he sees you, that you can do anything. The King of Wands is all about self-actualizing, and all of the power is inside him. He doesn't need anything else. It's all in here. And that's how he sees you. You are everything. You're like a god to him. I think that he's in awe of you. I think that when he's hungry, you produce food or a treat or a bone, or when he wants to play, you play. When he gets dirty, you give him a bath. I think it's just like he is in awe of you. He doesn't know where everything comes from. He doesn't know that you work and then you have to pay for things. You know, it's nothing like that. He just knows when he wants something, you automatically are there for him. This is a very spoiled, loving, beautiful dog. He has a big heart. A big heart, and he loves you, but he knows how to play you. And it's a nice relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. But he does test the waters, and he really gets away with a lot. And he loves it. He loves it. He loves pretending like he's in need of something, and then you come running and you bring it to him. He loves it. Like maybe he pretends to be cold and you bring him a blanket. He pretends to be hungry or starving, and you bring him a treat when you know he's not starving. He just got fed like 30 minutes ago. It's that kind of energy. He's really a cutie pie. Oh, so that's what your dog thinks of you. You're his everything, or her everything. I don't know if it's male or female. I assume it's a boy. Mine are all boys, so I'm used to saying it's a boy. All right, Millie, thank you for your question. All right, so the next one is from Elizabeth, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. My mom passed away several years ago. Recently, I've been seeing things that remind me of her. Can you tell me if she is reaching out to me? Does she have a message for me? Blessings, Elizabeth." Okay, let's find out. I'm going to go ahead and look over here. All right. So this is for Elizabeth. Can you tell me if she is reaching out to me? Does she have a message for me? Okay, so this is about her mom that has passed away. All right. Yeah. This is for Elizabeth. Okay. We have 7 of Swords. We have the Hierophant and 3 of Cups. And I just got the goosebumps on my left side. So this is a big yes. Your mom is coming through. We've got the 7 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Cups. So what this is telling me is that this is your mom trying to be really strategic about what it is that she's trying to tell you. She is trying to, I feel like she's trying to present something to you. I feel that not only is she trying to reach out to you, I feel that she's trying to look out for you. I think that there is something that's going on around you that you don't see. Like there's something going on behind your back, and your mom is trying to warn you about it. This could be in a relationship. This could be in a legal matter. Maybe something going on behind your back, maybe intellectual property theft. But there is something going on behind your back that is a literal or figurative type theft. And she doesn't want to see something stolen from you. I do feel with the Hierophant that your mom is giving you some divine downloads. I think your mom is definitely speaking to you on a spiritual level. I think that she's coming to you in your dreams. In addition to what you're seeing around, I think that you're on some type of heightened awareness of what is going on around you, because there's something that's happening in the evening when you're asleep. Maybe that's when you're meeting your mom in a different realm. And when you're doing that, when you come back, even if you're not aware of what you were doing, you are able to see these things and they're really resonating with you. And now it's up to you to connect the dots, put it together. What is your mom trying to tell you? You're seeing all these different items. What do they mean? Put them all together, write it on a piece of paper, write down everything you've seen. And maybe it's spatial. Maybe you saw something to the left, the center, to the right. Put it in that order and see if that makes sense. See if it's a clue of images or words or time. You know, maybe all of a sudden you see your mom and you look at the clock and it's 111, or a picture of your mom and then it's 111. Maybe then, you know, a couple days later, you see another picture of your mom in a different room and the time is 222. And now it's like, okay, now I'm seeing angel numbers and I'm resonating with my mom. You know, look at the clues, because I feel like you need to connect some dots. She is definitely coming in with divine downloads for you. That is for sure. She is speaking to you, but you're not remembering it. I really think she's coming to you in your dreams. Then we've got this 3 of Cups. When she comes to you, it's because it's out of love and celebration. She's coming to you with positive things to say. So if she's telling you something's going on behind your back, she's trying to look out for you. She's not trying to hurt you. She wants the best for you. And this is her, I feel like she's celebrating something with you. There's something that's coming in. I think that in your dream space together, I think that that's where this love exchange is going on. And there's an information exchange that's going on too. You're just not remembering it. I think that when you see things in this real world, there's supposed to be triggers for you to remember these little bits of information that came through when you meet your mom in a different realm. But I just want to make sure I reiterate this. There is something that your mom is trying to show you and warn you about that is going on behind your back. Again, that could be in a relationship. Maybe somebody's cheating on you. Maybe they're stealing something from you. You know, maybe you have a daycare worker that's stealing something, or a housekeeper, or a neighbor, or if it's in a lawsuit, it's like intellectual property or something that, you know, maybe the two attorneys got together to collude. And so it's out of your hand and the other person's hand because the attorneys just want this case to go away and settle. I mean, it's, you know, something like that, where something is going on behind your back and it will affect you. And she wants you to see it for what it is so that you're not caught off guard. That's what your mom wants to tell you. She absolutely loves you. I just want to make sure that you hear that. So I think one day you'll remember your dreams with her. So thank you for your question. All right, thanks. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, Stripe. If you're watching and you'd like to ask a question, but you don't know what to ask, you can say, what does the universe want to tell me today? And we just pull the energy for you. You can say, will I find love? Will I find a job? If you have a deceased loved one, what do they want to tell you? You can ask all kinds of things. We just keep it family friendly for YouTube. All right, let me come back over here. I have to go ahead and log back in. All right, so is it gonna? All right, so let me refresh it. All right, and I see a super chat come in. I just want to remind you that it's the super chat's 30 and it's 20 for PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe. All right. And that's because YouTube takes 40%. All right. So the next question is from, sorry, let me scroll around on this. Okay. So the next one is going to be from Corey. All right. Let me switch decks. And Corey writes, hi, Alison, love your Cancer readings. Oh my God, Cancer's on fire. I think everybody's a Cancer. Love your Cancer readings. Will I find love this year? Thank you, Corey. Okay, let's find out. It's huge. That's huge. Love and death, right? That's huge to be a human. And those are the most important things in our lives. Having love. And then, well, I don't know. Dying doesn't matter. I guess once you get to a certain age, you kind of don't care. But, you know, you just transition into a different realm. All right, here we go. So, will Corey find love this year? We've got the Six of Swords. Yes, you will. And the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. You will. Absolutely. We've got the, we've got the Six of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles. I had them in reverse. That's why I had to double check. So yeah, this is the card that's talking about you moving on. I think that you're leaving something behind you. I think that you're leaving a previous relationship behind you, and you're leaving all that pain and all that emotional baggage, and that's good. You want to leave it behind you. You're leaving drama, strife, trouble, misery from a previous relationship behind you. You're leaving the memories behind you. A lot of people have a hard time walking away, but I feel like you're really doing that inner work, and you want it gone. You don't want that to be part of you. And I feel like by you going in a clean way, there's, again, light at the end of the tunnel for you. This is allowing you to step into the sun, to step into this inner beauty that you have, Corey, and that's going to allow you to attract new love into your life. Because with this Page of Pentacles, he's looking at which way to go. And you know which way to go. You're going towards love. You're choosing the way that's right for you, that's resonating with you. This card is literally about movement. This is choosing which way to go. So it's a lot of movements coming in for you, but you're grounded and you're stable, you're secure, you're seeing these opportunities come in. I think women are presenting themselves to you. I think it's very easy for you to attract women. You're just looking for quality. You're looking for the right person. Because I think you got burned previously, which is why You maybe have done that inner work, or you've taken some time off, but you're definitely ready now, and you're ready to go on to a different chapter in your life where things are calmer. It could even be that maybe you were after like someone that was like more exciting, and you thought that it was going to be a lot of fun, and it turned out to be anything but fun. That's why I think you're going on to like a calmer time. The last card that's here for you is this Nine of Pentacles. And this is telling me that you're looking for someone that has an independent lifestyle. You're not looking for someone that's codependent. So you're looking for someone that is comfortable in their own skin and will allow you to be comfortable in your own skin. So someone that's not going to glom on all the time and really try and control you, and you don't want to try and control them. You just kind of want to exist in a nice, beautiful relationship. So that's something that's coming in. So will you find love this year? Yes. Yes, you will. And that's because you're doing the inner work, and it's right here. It's all laid out for you. You know what it is that you want. And I think, like I said, I really think these women just come up and present themselves to you. I think you're a good catch. So yes, you will find love, quality. So there we go. Thank you, Corey, for your question. And congratulations on finding quality love in the future, because it's coming your way. All right, so I've got a super chat. Let me go ahead and come on over here. All right. And this is from Nicola Caru, I think. There's a split on the screen. So if I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, any messages from my mother from beyond for my birthday on the 15th? Thank you. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Thank you for your question. Okay. What does your mom want to say? In fact, I'm going to switch decks for that. All right. We have the Justice card, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Oh, I love this for you. Okay, there we go. I want to be able to see my screen. We've got the Justice card, we've got the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. So what your mom is saying is to do everything from a place of integrity and justice in your life, and watch what's going to come your way. This is really talking about you being in this excellent position of knowing right from wrong, taking on your responsibility and doing the right thing, and watch the doors that are going to open for you. And this deck, this is a little different as far as the justice goes. This is also about protecting the innocent. So if you have someone in your life that is considered innocent, that would be like small children, other seniors, that would also be maybe someone that's mentally disabled. It's that kind of energy, people that usually don't have a voice or they can't speak up for themselves. It's about you protecting the innocent. So if there's somebody else around you that might need some help, this is what is part of the message that's coming in. That would be like, I always tell people, if you have someone that's in a care facility, you show up unannounced. That way you get to see what their day-to-day caregivers there at the facility are doing to take care of them. Same thing for daycare, show up unannounced. Go ahead and do these surprise visits and make sure that they're really being taken care of. It's that kind of energy. I'm not saying anything is bad that's happening, but it's about protecting the innocent, so you do what you need to do in those arenas. The other card that's here is your mom saying for you to stand your ground, put up some boundaries when you need to, that this is about you choosing you and not settling. Your mom wants you to be really happy. That's what this card is saying, and that she absolutely loves you. But this card is about her. She wants to see you stand your ground, and to have these protective boundaries up, and to really not settle in life. She wants to see you strive and go for what it is that you want, and to not let anybody get in your way. And this is in a nice way, right? This is not being mean or anything like that. Your mom just wants to see you get everything you want in this life, and to defend your position, so to stand up for yourself when you need to. But this is your mom saying that she absolutely loves you. Absolutely loves you. She looks at you all the time. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to cry. I haven't done that for a while. So this is your mom saying, sorry, I feel it because I'm an intuitive empath. And so I feel your mom. She absolutely loves you. And even if she didn't love you in this actual life, when they go to the other side, they see things differently. And then that's when they come to terms with other things. They see things differently. It's just a different atmosphere. But your mom absolutely loves you. And she wants to make sure that you know that she's always there with you. And I think that your mom is also your protector in this life now. But I do feel that she is always with you. And she just wants to see the best for you. That's what these cards are saying. She absolutely wants to see you brought into a place of balance, that you get everything that you deserve, that you live this life with integrity and justice. That you stand your ground, but something about setting up some healthy boundaries. So that might be where maybe some people confuse kindness with weakness, and then that's a point where you need to set that boundary and say, no, being kindness is a strength, it's not a weakness. But some people don't understand that, and they'll push that boundary. So it's about setting something up for that. But your mom absolutely loves you, and that's your message. It's the happy birthday message. Aww. Wow, I love that for you. Thank you for your question. All right. And happy birthday on the 15th. All righty. Let me see. And I'm just scrolling. I thought I saw something else come in. Hi, everybody. She was the best. Well, she absolutely loves you, and she's definitely there with you. That Two of Cups that came up, she's absolutely here with you. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the next one, and this is going to be from Alma. And Alma writes, and this is not Alma from LA, that's a different Alma. So we have another Alma. And she writes, hello, Alison, love your show. Thank you. I appreciate it. You guys know flattery gets you everywhere. It's nice to hear that feedback. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Alma. Okay, Alma, let's find out. What does the universe want to tell you today? Oh, my God. The Wheel of Fortune, luck and right timing turns in your manner. And then we have the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups. Oh, my God. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So the universe wants to tell you the wheel turns in your favor. It's about luck and right timing. So that means you need to have eyes to see it, use your discernment, use your intuition and feel into it, and grab the wheel. You need to take action. You cannot sit passively by. It's like someone that says, I'm not saying anyone here has done that, but I'm just saying this is an example. Someone says they want a great job or a great relationship, and then they do nothing to get it. They sit back and they wait for the universe to provide it. No. You want a good job, you need to go and apply for it. You need to get the skills. You need to do all this stuff. You're laying the groundwork. Then the opportunity presents. Same thing for a relationship. If you're at home all the time, how are you going to go and meet somebody? You have to put yourself out there, meetup groups. You have to do all kinds of stuff to get yourself out there, because a lot of people now work remotely. They work from home. What do you do? Who do you meet? How do you network? Again, you've heard me say it before. I actually don't believe in online dating because there's so many lies. You need to meet someone in the flesh. Do you have chemistry? Do you not? So again, luck and right timing, putting yourself in situations where this can present to you. Then we have the Six of Wands. This is victory and success after a struggle. Victory, victory, victory is coming in for you, Alma. So this is really about you putting all your time, effort, energy, maybe even money into something and watching it come to birth, watching it come into fruition. So you are doing that work. You're not casually sitting back, as that example is. You're actually doing something. I do feel that you have a little bit of impatience coming in, and this is about you changing your vibration when that happens. Maybe you feel like it's not coming in fast enough. Maybe you're frustrated, you're feeling apathetic, bored, whatever that is. Keep an eye on your vibration, your frequency, because these are high vibing cards. Make sure that you are still high vibing when the wheel spins in your favor, so you can see these opportunities present. If you're low vibing, you miss the gifts and blessings from the universe because you're not in the right frequency, because it's definitely coming in. Maybe it's not happening fast enough for you, but it's coming. It's definitely, in fact, it's already here. That's what the universe wants to tell you. Keep your vibration high, stay positive, keep pushing forward, and watch what's coming your way, because it's here. It's absolutely here. Luck and right timing. So whatever it is that you're looking for, whether it's a relationship, something in career, your finances, your health, or a combination, because the wheel is big. It's Jupiter energy. We're not looking at something that's small. It's expansive. Could be travel. It could be location, relocation, housing, anything in 3D. Maybe it's retirement. There's a lot that stacks into that. So I would definitely take a look at what's happening around you and stay high vibing. Thank you, Alma, for that. Wow, the wheel turns in your favor. Okay, the next one is from Leroy. Let me get a little tea first. Okay, and Leroy writes, same thing. Will I find love this year? Okay, let's find out. Here we go. I know, a lot of love. A lot of love's coming in. Okay. Here we go. Will Leroy find love this year? And I'm actually going to switch to the other deck. Okay. All right, it's for Leroy. Oh my God. The Lover's card is the first card out. Are you kidding me? You cannot make this up. I love this. With the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, Lovers, the 5 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you're going to, but it's not going to be easy. You're going to have some hiccups. I think that you're definitely going to meet some divine counterpart that's coming in with this Lovers card. I mean, this is so beautiful. I can't even believe this just came out for you. This is someone that it's your divine counterpart. It's someone that's going to hit, let's say you've got 10 must-haves. It's going to hit that 8, 9, and 10. It's like that lined up for you. It's someone that you really enjoy their company. You go out to dinner, you go out for coffee, you do something, and let's say it's coffee. It's going to be a 30-minute date just to get to know someone. It ends up being 5 hours, and it feels like 10 minutes. And neither of you wanted to end. And then you schedule the second date. It's that kind of energy. You end up meeting the person that's right for you. They're very exciting. They're exhilarating. They're not boring to you, maybe in 10 years, maybe, but this is someone that you really have a strong attraction to, not just what they look like on the outside, but it's that beautiful inner beauty that's attracting the two of you. We also have this 5 of Cups. I do feel that you have a type of internal sadness going on. This is the card of loss and bereavement. I feel that there's somebody that you have lost, or a relationship that you've lost, that you're having a hard time letting go of. This could be a divorce. This could be the death of your previous partner, or a breakup from a relationship, but you're having a hard time getting over a previous relationship, however that ended. It's still painful and you're hanging on to it, yet you're going to find someone that is your divine counterpart, but you're in pain. So you've got to work through that and do that inner work to leave that other relationship, do that cord cutting, to move away, let the past be in the past. So that way it's fair to the next person that you meet, right? You're in it, right? You're not partially in it and then partially in the previous relationship. So I would take a look at that. The other thing that's coming in is this Knight of Pentacles, and he is literally on a mission, and he's presenting you with a beautiful opportunity for a relationship, because he's presenting you something in the 3D, and the 3D is the material realm, and that's with relationships. It's career, it's all kinds of stuff, but he's presenting you with a love opportunity. And it's someone that is a definite contender for what it is that you're looking for, especially with the Lover's card. Again, it's a divine counterpart that's coming in for you. It's for you to see this opportunity when it presents. It's you to put yourself out there to go and meet them. Same thing as for the other person. If you're at home and you work remotely and you're looking for love, well, you need to put yourself out there. Again, join that meetup group, singles clubs. If you don't resonate with the first club or two that you go to, keep going until you find people that you like and that you resonate with. If you're a runner, join a running club. You know, if you like to do investment work, day trading, whatever it is, join a club like that. Again, if you don't like it right away, keep going until you meet somebody. Do something where you're out and about and you get to meet other people. Wine of the Month Club, something maybe where different people are on rotation all the time, so you're constantly around different people, or join it all. Do whatever it is you need to do, but you have to put yourself out there. It does become a numbers game. The more people you meet, the more opportunity you have to meet someone very special for yourself in certain arenas. Look for things that you enjoy, and then you find someone that is enjoying the same thing you are. It's really interesting. You're definitely going to meet that divine counterpart, but you have this heartache that you have to work through. All right. Thank you for that, Leroy. And yes, you will find love. Congratulations. All right. So the next question is from Misty, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Will we have a good time on our annual family cruise? Thanks, Misty from Miami. P.S. Love your Virgo readings." Oh, thank you. All right, let's find out. So again, this is, wait, should we do final call? Is that coming up? Let's do final call. What time is it? Yeah, let's do final call. We're over an hour now into it. So if anybody is watching and you'd like to ask a question, again, you can make up your own question if you don't know what to ask, but you want to ask a question. What does the universe want to tell me today? Will I find love? Will I find a job? Will I retire? You know, what is it that you want to ask? Go ahead and submit your question through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or SuperChat. That's up to you. You can find this information in the video description, or if you're watching live, show up in the chat and the moderators can definitely help you. I'm just going to check in really quick. Hi, everybody. Hi, Anne-Marie. Nice to see you. Hi, Wendy. All right, so here we go. Yep, final call. Exactly. So here we go. This is going to be for Misty. Okay, will you have a good time on your annual family cruise? So all of you. Okay, because it's we. Okay, let's find out. Yes. Oh, my God. First card out, 3 of Cups. You're going to have an awesome time celebrating. Let me get the other cards. We have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. Yes. So you're going to have the 3 of Cups. We've got the Emperor and the King of Pentacles. So this is saying, absolutely, you guys are going to go celebrate, have a great time. This is going to be about friendship. This is about family. This is about love, the celebration of life itself. Just to go and have a good time and to be in the company of other people. This is everybody stepping up and taking control of their emotions, of what it is that they're doing on this cruise. Everybody is on their best behavior because everybody wants this to be a phenomenal vacation, and they're building memories and they're all aware of it. They know with these constellations and directions, they know that there's certain things that they are going to do and not do on this annual trip, and they're going to make sure that they are absolutely ready to have a stellar vacation. I think that if anybody steps out of line, everybody else is going to let them have it kind of energy. You know, everybody wants this to be perfect is what's coming through. We also have the final card, which is the King of Pentacles. This is someone that has their cake and they eat it too. Everybody wants this to be a phenomenal vacation. Everybody's going to be on their best behavior because they want everything to come through on this cruise. It's one of those feelings where, let's say you have all these different activities on the ship. No one's going to be asleep in their room. Everybody is going to be out supporting everybody else, doing all of the activities with everybody else. I don't really feel like you guys are going to go your own way. It doesn't mean you can't and that that's not okay. It is okay. But what I'm getting is that this is like teamwork makes the dream work kind of energy. I know that would be the Three of Pentacles, but that's what these two cards together are telling me, is that it's about you guys all making these memories together. That's what this is coming in, is that if you want to make it real, you're drilling it down into the 3D. This is everybody sitting at the same table having a meal. This is everybody going to the bar. This is everybody going off the boat and going to shore. This is everybody doing everything together. I think you're maximizing this trip. I don't think you're going to be sleeping much. I think you guys are going to be full of activities. So yeah, you will definitely be having a good time on your annual cruise. Oh my God, Misty, congratulations. I love it. All right, everybody, final call. I'm going to go ahead and check PayPal, Venmo, Stripe right now. Okay, let me refresh because you guys know it times me out. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully we don't have street lights and everything else. All right, so this is a good opportunity for me just to say, if you're having a good time tonight and you're enjoying tonight's show, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the show. And definitely leave a comment after the video posts or now in the chat, and let other people know. All right, so this next question is from Sunny, and he writes, "Hi, Alison. What does the universe have to tell me? Thanks, Sunny. I love your live shows. Friday night was great. Virgo Nation." Oh my God. Somebody else said the same thing. I love it. Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, so this is for Sunny. What does the universe have to tell Sunny today? We've got the Hierophant. We've got the Page of Wands. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, Hierophant, Page of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. So the universe wants to tell you that you're definitely getting a lot of divine downloads coming in. I think this is interesting. This is really telling me that you're kind of an intermediary right now. So it's almost like you've got spirit talking to you, your ancestors, relatives. I feel that guardian angels, you have a lot of information coming through to you right now. And I think you're really trying to process it. I think that you might not even be aware of it, actually, but it's definitely coming in. And so it might be where you wake up and you're really tired and you're not quite sure why you're waking up tired. I think you're having a lot of activity in the evening. Maybe you're doing stuff in your dreams, astral travel, I don't know, but I really feel like you're getting a lot of divine downloads. Maybe you're even getting some upgrades when you sleep. We've got the Page of Wands, and this page is really telling me that you need to start taking some steps, going in a direction that you need to go in. And I think that it's coming in your divine downloads. They're trying to point you in a direction that would benefit you. Because I feel that, so let me show you these two cards together. So we've got this Page of Wands and we have this Eight of Cups. They are both walking away. He is going to take a first step. She is leaving, because it's cups. She's leaving to pursue something because she is not emotionally satisfied in her life. She wants to have that wish fulfillment. And right now she is not fulfilled. And she's willing to risk it all. She is risking it all, these 8 cups, to go ahead and get that 9th cup that goes right there. And then you go on to the 10. The ideal that everybody wants is the 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles. You need that emotional satisfaction, and that's something Spirit wants to tell you, to keep going. Don't settle. If you're not happy 100% right now, you keep striving. Maybe you never get to that 10, but you're striving to get there. Maybe you get to the 9 and that's okay. Maybe you get to the 10 and there's a pullback, there's a back and forth, but it's to keep striving, to keep going forward and to not settle emotionally. This is you taking that action, taking that step, and that's what Spirit wants to tell you. That I think Spirit and your guardian angels and your ancestors, they're all trying to push you in a direction where you're going to be happier. So I hope that that makes sense. I feel that I feel like you're asking them for help, and they're trying to give you that advice. They're not coming out and hitting you over the head with it. It is coming in when you sleep, but they're really trying to push you in a direction that you'll be much happier in. Wow. Oh, I would love to get feedback in the chat on that one because that seems really cool. They are really trying to help you. So thank you, Sunny, for that. All right. So next question is from Lucy. And she writes, let me just see the chat. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having a good time. Great. We have an awesome community. We really and truly do. All right. Yep, that's right. Teamwork makes the dream work. It sure does. All right. So the next one is from Lucy, and she writes, will my new business be successful? Thanks, Lucy. Okay, let's find out. Will your new business be successful? All right. Came up again, Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician. Yes, you will absolutely be successful. Page of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Magician. So this is really saying you just keep going forward. Don't give up. This is you going forward. You're on this path to self-actualization, and this is where you're starting out. This might be new. It might be uncomfortable. It might be where everything is exciting and everything is different. You have to think on your feet. Whatever your situation is, this is you taking these steps to get it going. You're self-actualizing right now. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is a golden opportunity that's being presented to you to have your own business. However, it is always up to you to do that work. You can never take it for granted. This opportunity has come your way for you to be an independent business owner. You're taking the necessary steps, and now it's something that's going to happen. This is you being grounded, stable, secure, very practical. This is you being very trustworthy, trusting in yourself, knowing that, how am I going to put this? Knowing your worth and value, knowing that you're deserving to have this because you've done all this work. That's the kind of energy that's coming in with this card, but it's also taking that slow and steady foot forward. You don't want to make any mistakes. You don't want to fall on your face. You don't want to run before you can walk kind of energy. And I think that that's what you're doing because this is a page. It's taking that first step and moving forward. We also have the Magician. So this is that active will to power. This is that active consciousness. You are very conscious of your business. You wear a lot of different hats when you're an entrepreneur and starting your own business, and that's what this Magician is. He is in charge of all the suits, the swords, the wands, the pentacles, and the cups, and he is able to tap into everything in his toolbox. You're able to wear multiple hats. You're able to take on whatever is coming your way, and you're also able to reinvent yourself. So if this is a new business for you, maybe it's even in a new category, something that you're not used to, or maybe you're having to push your limits, you're able to reinvent yourself and to fit into that. You're able to expand, you're able to grow into it, you're able to do that work because you have that dedication and that will to succeed. You have that power. I feel that you can take on anything that's coming your way. That is for sure in these cards. And that's allowing you to have a lot of success. So will your new business be successful? Yes, because of you. Because of your strength, your determination, and your ability to be very practical and grounded. Right? You're not fooling yourself in any manner. You're not just saying in blind faith, I believe I can be successful. You're doing all the groundwork, and that is laying the ground for success. So yes, Lucy, your new business will be successful, and that means you will be. I love it. Congratulations. Thank you for your question. Okay, next question is from Lindy, and she writes, hi, Alison, love your show. Thank you, Lindy. I appreciate it. Flattery gets you everywhere. And will I be selling my home and moving this year? Thanks, Lindy. Okay, let's do that. So disclaimer, this is not financial advice or real estate advice. So let's go ahead and look at it. So will I be selling my home and moving this year? Okay, let's find out. Five of Cups. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight has just keeps showing up, and I've been shuffling. It's crazy. So we've got the Five of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is really telling me that You're going to lose some money on your home, but you will sell it. This Five of Cups is just saying that, you're going to sell it, but it's not going to go exactly the way you want it to, and you're going to have to go with that. I do feel that you could be asking a lot of money for it and you need to come down, or the markets come down. Whatever your situation is, you're not going to get exactly what it is that you want, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, you really want to move. And if you want to move now and not have to wait years, is kind of the energy, this is what you need to do. It's a trade-off. Maybe you lose a little money here and you make a little money there. If you want to sell your home and move, you just take a little bit of a price reduction. I'm not telling you it's going to be like 50%, but you're not going to get the exact asking price that you want. And that's okay, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles. This is you having enough. By losing, let's just say it's $20,000, you go below asking price, that's not going to hurt you in the big picture. This is the lady of luxury. This is someone that is self-reliant, independent. She has a lot of resources. This is the 9. The end game is the 10. This tells me it's not going to hurt you to go and take a little bit off. That's going to free you up and make your life livable. I feel right now you're not really happy where you're at. And so I think that this is going to switch your life completely. And if it's just $20,000, then that should be worth every penny. I do feel that someone's going to be presenting you with an offer, but it's not going to be what you want. Now, this Knight is on a mission, so I would say that this person that's bringing you this opportunity is on a mission to get a good deal. So it ends up being a win-win, even though you don't get exactly what you want. And maybe that doesn't feel good to you in the moment, but you have to back up and look at the big picture. It's okay if you don't get that extra. Let's just say it's $20,000, or maybe it's $40,000, depending on where you live. And maybe that just, you don't like that, but you know what? After everything is said and done and you move, you're going to be like, it's in the rearview mirror. You don't think about it ever again, and it's nothing, because you can make it up somewhere else. And maybe you get a really good deal on the house that you're buying, and it doesn't matter. It's a trade-off. It just works out in the end. It's that kind of opportunity, but an opportunity is coming for someone to buy your home. That's what that golden opportunity is. So just be prepared. Don't be sad. It's okay. This is the card of loss and bereavement. So you will be mourning the loss of, let's just say it's $20,000 to $40,000. It's okay. You've got enough. So I would roll with it. So yes, you will be selling your home and moving this year. Absolutely. All right. Thank you for your question. Okay. The next question is from Nancy. Hold on. Let me refresh. This is going to go out. Hold on. No, don't go away. Hold on. It's timing out. Hold on. Okay. Did I get it in time? Let's do this. All right. So the next one is from Nancy, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Will I find love this year?" Okay, let's find out. Again, final call if anybody has a question. All right, here we go. Will Nancy find love this year? Okay. What time is it? All right. Oh my God. Yes, Two of Cups. All right, let's get the other cards. I love it. Queen of Cups, absolutely. And the Six of Pentacles. Wow, this is so clear cut. We've got the Two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So yes, you will absolutely be meeting someone. You're going to have a fantastic time. I mean, this is just going to be someone where you have this kindred spirit, someone that's on the same page as you. You're going to enjoy each other's company. Oh my God, you're going to have so much fun. I think that you're not going to want to spend any time away from each other, is kind of the energy that's coming off this card. I think that it is something that is meant to be, that it's good for both of you. You're both in an excellent position and it's coming in. I don't feel baggage on either side. Then we have this Queen of Cups. This is about you. You're so in touch with your emotions. You're so in touch with being a loving person and a very giving person that I think that they're so attracted to you because they see you as pure love. You love yourself and you love the world around you and the people around you. And I think that it's just coming through, and that is a huge plus, and that person's going to be very attracted to that aspect of yourself. Then we have the Six of Pentacles. This is you being open to receive love. And you are. That's what's coming through. But it's you remaining open. So I think what this is kind of telling me is that you need to see it. So to not confuse someone being really nice versus them actually hitting on you. So there might be a moment where you think that they're just being nice when really they're hitting on you. They're asking you out. So not to just kind of go, oh, hi, thanks, and then brush them off. I think they're trying to be really subtle. And so maybe there's other people around, and they don't, in case you reject them, they just don't want to have to be rejected in front of other people. But I think they're going to ask you in such a subtle way that you need to be open to being able to read into that. That's the energy that's coming through. But they absolutely love you. I think that they've been watching you at a distance. I think it's someone that has already seen you, that you've already come in contact with, but they're in the process of getting up enough courage to ask you out. They definitely are on the same page as you. Oh my God, how beautiful. Well, so Nancy, that's what's coming in for you. You'll have to definitely send me an email and let me know, unless you're in the chat. All right. Thank you for your question. All right. So someone posted a super chat. I love the 1111. Aw, if you're drawn to pull a few cards from your jump. Thank you. You know what? It's $30 for super chat. So definitely submit the rest and I'll pull for you. It's $20 on PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and then it's $30 for super chat. But absolutely, I'll pull for you, and because we're doing final call, so definitely submit the rest. Okay, the next question is from where do we go? It is, this is from Roger. Okay, so Roger says, hi, Alison. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thanks, Roger. P.S. Loved your Pisces reading. So many Pisces and Cancers tonight. I love it. This is like all the water signs are here on Tuesday. One thing I want to remind everybody, because I think that people think that it's mostly women that ask questions or that go and see tarot readers. I just want to let you know, half my clients are men. Yeah, half my clients are men, and I love that because it just shows you that people are open and that men are just as in touch with their feelings and with spirituality as women are. In fact, I think a lot of them are more so, by the way, than a lot of women. So I just want to say that. I mean, I know some of the people I love dearly that are psychics like myself are actually men. You know, it's not just women. A lot of women like to say, oh, only women can do. No, I think anybody can, but a lot of men are great. And when they're really spiritual and they do that work, oh, they're awesome. A lot of depth. Okay. So Roger, this one's for you, Roger. Okay. What does the universe want to tell Roger today? We've got 9 of Pentacles. We've got the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Wands, excuse me, I almost said 2. So we've got the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. So this is really saying that you are enjoying your independence right now, that you are really relishing what you have in this world in the 3D. So you're enjoying the finer things in life right now. You're enjoying the food. You're enjoying all the sensual pleasures. So food, wine, sex. You're just having a really good time in an elevated way, I feel. I don't feel like it's crass. I think this is you enjoying the beauty of being alive and being human in the sensual realm. You're like very Epicurean. I feel that you're in a very good position in your life. I feel like you have everything you need except a relationship. I do feel that you're missing someone in your life. You're missing that one aspect. You're missing love. We have the 4 of Cups, and I feel like it's showing up right here. You have everything but a deep, loving relationship, and you're missing a gift and blessing in the universe. You might have someone in your friend field that would be a good match, but you're not able to see it for whatever reason. I think maybe you have a blind spot And it could be that maybe there's a little self-pity there by not having that special person in your life, which causes you to have a blind spot to the person, is kind of what I'm seeing. But I do feel that that's the only thorn in your side, is not having that special person to go out and do things with. But you're definitely loving life. You're having a great time, you know. Then we have the Ten of Wands. You know, you're almost stretching yourself too thin. Like, you're really having a good time. You're going out with friends, family, maybe strangers. You know, you go to a lot of parties. I feel like you're very popular, even though you do enjoy your alone time. And I feel that maybe you're stretched a little too thin. And so maybe pull back your energy a little bit. Get that extra couple of hours of sleep, maybe, is kind of, I say that in a silly manner because I don't feel like it's anything negative. Sometimes it is negative. I don't feel that. I just feel like you're go, 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 go. This card is just saying you're really taking on a lot. So maybe dial it back a little bit, get a little extra sleep, and watch some energy shift. And that might shift this. Maybe you need a little rest and just to recalibrate. And you'll see the person that's meant for you, because I do think you have somebody in your energy field, but you are really enjoying yourself. That's for sure. All right. Thank you for your question, Roger. I love it. All right. So let me come back over here to the super chat. Okay. Thank you for doing that. Okay. So let me go back and see your question. I think it was just a general pull, right? Yep. If you're drawn, pull a few for me, general reading. Okay. I absolutely will. All right, so let's do that right now. All right, so I see the initial L. Let me see if there's a LMNOP. Oh my God, that's funny. That's actually funny. Okay, LMNOP. Okay. Let's get some cards for you. I can't stop smiling. That's funny. Okay, so we have the Chariot. We have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so we have the Chariot, the Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So this is really telling me that you're kind of figuring out which way to go in. You don't know what direction to go in. Now, this is the Chariot. This is the Cancer energy for all the Cancers that are watching, because it seems like everybody was a Cancer or a Pisces today. This is you tapping into your intuition and trusting your intuition and using it as guidance. You're using it for guidance to get some type of success in your life. Excuse me, my nose is itching, because you don't know which way to go, this way or that way. And you're tapping into that intuition, and that is going to be your guidance. That is huge. It's coming in strong in whatever aspect of your life, or maybe several areas. It's to trust that intuition. The Six of Pentacles, this is you being open to receive. This is you coming into balance. Now, you could be receiving or giving, but this is you really being open to receive. That tells me something is coming your way. It could be financial. It could be an opportunity that's coming your way, because another word for pentacles is coins. So you could literally be receiving a payment. It could be an inheritance, something coming in that way. But it's for you to be open to receive something from the material world. This could be a relationship. This could be retirement paperwork. This could be good news for your health. This could be finances. This could be housing, retirement, travel. Relocation, location, all kinds of stuff in the 3D. But I do feel that there's something about finances that are coming in for you, and an opportunity. So I would definitely be open to that. So that would be being in that vibration. Don't close yourself off. And that's kind of what this card is, because this is victory and success. This is you going straight, right? Not looking behind you. You're always going forward, trusting your intuition. Traditionally, this card is Julius Caesar riding into Rome. It's that beautiful will to power and victory and success. And that is what's coming in. It's that confidence going forward. Okay, then we have the last card, which is going to be the Two of Wands. And this is really talking about you clarifying your intention with what it is that you want to do in this world, what it is that you want to achieve, the direction you want to go in. And that's interesting because you have all of this victory and success. This is you trusting your intuition. You've got opportunities coming up. I think you have a lot going for you in your life right now, but you need to get it clear in your head what it is that you want, because until you do, none of this matters. You have to get clarity on what it is that you want. It's like, I always like to say the Joe Jackson song, you can't get what you want until you know what you want. You know, you could say, I want love. Well, what is love to you? Define it. Well, maybe your version of love is this and somebody else's version of is that. Well, you can't, which is funny because here it is, this way or that way. But it's like, you can't get what you want until you know what you want. If you don't know what your version of love is, how are you going to get it? Now, that's just an example, but this is telling me that you need to clarify your intention in life right now, figure out what direction you want to go in, what is it that you want, and when you have that, wow, victory and success is yours. Open up, and you'll receive all kinds of great things coming your way. That's what the universe wants to tell you. Oh my God, LMNOP, I love that for you. A lot of good things coming your way. You need that clarity on what it is that you want. Do you see clearly? Yes, but you have to just figure out what it is that you actually want. I hope that makes sense. Thank you for your question. I know that made me laugh. Okay. That's actually really funny. All right, so next one is, hold on, put them in right. All right. I don't want to put them in upside down. All right, so, okay, so this is the last question that's come in. Let me just double check. I'm going to refresh PayPal and Venmo one more time. Otherwise, this is the last question that's come in. Hold on. It's just about to time me out. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, everybody, so we've had final call, so nobody else ask a question. This is the last one coming, and then I'm going to do a general reading for the collective. Where did it go? Sorry. Okay, so this is the last question for tonight's show, and then I'm going to do a reading for the collective, and then I'm going to figure out if I can go ahead and give away 5 free memberships to the YouTube channel. So if that's something you're interested in, it's random. I have no control over who gets them, but I'm going to try and give away 5 tonight. All right, so here we go. So this one is from Barb. This is the last question for tonight. And she writes, hi, Alison, loved your Pisces video. Oh my God, another Pisces. Because you guys know I just copy and paste these things. Is this a good time for me to invest in crypto? Thanks, Barb. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. And just a reminder, this is not financial advice. Okay, I have to do the disclaimers. All right. So is this a good time for Barb? Now, this is not for everybody. This is for Barb particularly because she might have different aspects of self. And so maybe something's good for her where it's not good for you. This is not a general all-purpose type question. This is specific to Barb. So I just want to make sure I say that to everybody. Sometimes people ask, hey, is this a good time for everybody to invest in it? This is specific for Barb. So is this a good time for her to invest in crypto? Let's find out. No, 5 of Cups. Well, hold on, 2 of Cups. King of Cups. Okay, so no, not right now. You need to wait. 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and then the King of Cups. So I would say no. Whatever it is that you want to invest in needs to come down a little bit more, and then you can pull the trigger and go ahead and invest. But right now, I think you'd be crying if you bought something. There's something about you needing to wait, and then that's when things really line up for you because you get the 2 of Cups and then the King of Cups. So it really pays off for you to wait with whichever one you're getting ready to invest in, because you didn't say which one it is, if it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or a shitcoin. We don't know. But this is a matter of you waiting on whichever one that you want to invest in. It's definitely going to pay out. You're going to be extremely happy. You know, it's not the King of Pentacles, but it's the King of Cups. So you'll still be really, really happy that you did this. Wow, that was clear cut, Barb. So thank you. Yes. Hold off. And then when you see it drop down, pull the trigger. You can even set up, you can set up a buy, so because it's 24 hours. That way, maybe it's at 3 in the morning your time, and then you have a buy that's set up and it's good to go. All right. Thank you for your question, and that was easy and clear cut. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do the Soul Tribe reading. Well, now I call it the collective, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to take a moment to plug the channel, and if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment after this video post. It really helps out the algorithm for YouTube. And if you're enjoying tonight's show and you'd like to go further, if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can. You can go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, same name as the channel. You can book a personal reading, a missing person consultation, sign up for the free newsletter if you'd like to get more information. And the Learning Centers, where my 5-week accelerated manifestation masterclass is going to be posted. Early bird pricing is now. The next class is August 5th if you are interested. I also teach private lessons in tarot, raise your vibration, and manifestation if you need help with that. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do the collective reading. I want to say Soul Tribe. Yep. I really want to say Soul Train, but I have to say the reading for the collective. Okay, so here we go. I'm just trying to scroll to where that is. I have my little notes on here. I don't know where it's at. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and get into it. Sorry, thanks for waiting, guys. All right, here we go. So this is going to be for everybody watching live in the replay, or whenever this video finds you, it was meant for you. All right, here we go. This is for the collective. What does the universe want to tell everybody tonight? We have the 10 of Swords, we have the Hermit, and the 8 of Swords. Okay, so we've got 10 of Swords, the Hermit, and the 8 of Swords. So what this is saying is that a lot of doors are closing for everybody right now. And you know what that means? When one door closes, another one opens. So this might not feel very good when these doors close. You see, he's got a bunch of swords in his back. Someone might even have stabbed you in the back, figuratively. And this is a matter of putting a lot of things behind you. This could be a blessing in disguise. You might not see it at first, but it's something that when it's behind you, you see why it happened and you're glad it happened and you're able to move on. So we've got a lot of doors, a lot of cycles coming to an end, so new ones can come around. We also have the Hermit. This is beautiful Virgo energy. This is about you going within. Maybe you're having some dark nights of the soul right now. It's going in and doing that soul searching. This is you being able to ask questions. You're looking for clues and for answers. You're going within to gain some enlightenment. All the answers are actually inside you. It's you asking the questions of self and doing that self-discovery. I know this energy really well. I am a Virgo. So this is me. I totally get it. This is going within, asking the questions, and spending a lot of time ruminating over everything and then coming out with the answer. And then you can shine your enlightenment and share it with the world, the people around you, the people you love, and bring that knowledge forth. But having that solitude and alone time will really benefit you when you're looking for answers. It'll also bring you a lot of solitude and peace. Then we have the 8 of Swords. This is a self-imposed restriction. This is talking about you maybe over-processing your thoughts in your head. Swords are thoughts, words, and ideas. So for a lot of people, you might be replaying things over and over in your head. Maybe you're replaying an incident that happened and it's bothering you, it's sticking with you, you can't see past it. And then maybe you're doing the what if. What if I would have handled it this way or that way? You're over processing, and maybe it's like, well, I wish I would have said this, I wish I would have said that, or maybe you're in a situation where you can only see one way out or no way out. You feel very stuck and trapped. This is that over processing in the mind. This is you taking a deep breath, standing back, going within for answers and enlightenment, and that's your way out. You will see there are several ways out of a situation, because a lot of things are coming to an end right now, and that means new doors are opening. This is you figuring out what the new doors are and what direction it is that you want to go in. You're gaining enlightenment. So when these doors close, it's also about learning these life lessons. So maybe even having a compassionate review of your life up until this point in time. So you're looking at things, you're not gaslighting yourself, you're not beating yourself up over anything. You're just looking back and you're saying, like, who am I right here, right now? What makes me happy, right? How are my finances? How is my health? What the hell just happened when this door closed? Maybe you're still figuring it out. Maybe it was a shock. Maybe you're asking yourself these questions, and it's to gain some insight into like a lesson that's learned, gain this knowledge and insight into what just happened, and you take that with you into the next door you're going to walk through. Maybe you just saw some patterns and you're either breaking a pattern that came to an end, or